Hello. I'm streaming. Doing late night stream. Oh, at least trying to. Feel load. Here we go. Just ate some soup. Some delicious soup. My cats are all tired. They want me to go to bed. I feel like streaming. The more I stream, the better chance I have of having this a full-time job rather than a regular job that keeps me away from doing what I want. Okay, so journal. Oh, I need to. My phone is low on charge, so it might take me a moment to see if anyone chats. So I apologize if I miss anything. Let's see. Don't bite the sun. Check down original. Turn the Gladys and the Groundbreaker. So two of them, I gotta go to the Groundbreaker. Mention black market vendors and Groundbreaker farmers. Yes. Yeah. So I should probably go. Oh, that's on Monarch. Okay, let me go back to Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
I have to take Parvati, and I'm gonna take Sam. Sam! The way he said it. Yeah, I'm okay, Bunny. Just streaming. Just doing a little bit of a stream. My audio is right. Okay.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Cool.
Thank
Good
you,
work,
customer. Sam, merciless on germs.
Sam! The way he says Sam! I do need to upgrade Sam. Parvati. Parvati, darling. We're going to get you some soap. Journal. Wait, son.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center.
Oh, the best supplies from Madame Gladys.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't
Yes, and I
hurry up.
solved it all.
Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
I investigated that distress
What's that?
signal from Roseway.
Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
I found a toothpaste formula, but
Well,
then I
that's
unfound it.
Just swell, sweetheart.
some research on Raptinomus, but I found another
A shame
bite.
you didn't visit old Gladys first. If Auntie Cleo's exporting raps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in...
Found a total prototype weapon schematic from Force,
Bless
but I
your
lost
slipper.
it.
Darnation.
That's it.
I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless... I think I got
The
just a
engineer's
kid, my
looking for
dear.
something.
A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Refurbished ship. An engineer might like refurbished ship, scrubbed parts and all that. Wait, you got a preference for all that?
Gosh, we never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny miny moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
And an engineer might like a refurbished ship.
Like grit and grime covered over with cleaner, you mean? Well, that's a smell that means we're really going places.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. Anytime.
So I don't have enough bits. That sucks. Pavati. Zam. How many bits do I have total? I have 9,178 bits. Lovely. Need more bits. Can I sell some stuff? Let me sell all of my medical supplies. I don't want to sell the Raptidon meat. That's actually really good. I know it's lagging. I know it's lagging a lot. Now if I go up here, when I go into this place that I already unlocked, there just so happens to be some keys.
Entering quiet mode.
Entering quiet mode. Thank you very much. Let's take that plasma cutter. I'll steal that mock apple. Like that and that. Where's that? Where's those 475 bits? There it is. 450 bits. So now all I have to do is go down and get 2 more bits. Selling anything. Can I still pickpocket people? Ooh, I can. Oh, don't mind me. Now they're gonna notice. Oh, journal. Speak to Parvati.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
What do you think of the new guy?
He seems like a
Felix?
nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Oh, you didn't like
Yeah,
strangers.
I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You seriously think I'm the right sort to put him on the right course in life?
You might surprise yourself. Something...
So, there's your soap.
Thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Heck yeah. Are there any bits I can grab from back here? I sure could use a couple more bits. Oh, there's a rest and go keycard. Thank you. Ooh, there's 4 bits right there. Thank you. This here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry.
There's one more rest and go keycard.
Gracious.
Pay 10,000 bits.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to... You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Thanks for your time.
I'm gonna be planet. I know monarchs and moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Area analysis is as follows. Significant dust and spore. Concentration. Vacuuming estimate. Calculating. Calculating. Calculating.
Make this conversation worth my time.
I got a
Sure
nav
is.
key.
Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. Be We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Oh my goodness. How unconventional. Asking for a frame.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone.
Oh my
including
gosh.
the cameraman.
Including the cameraman. Wow.
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
Okay, I'll take the... Oh, so I'm going up to Alta Vitae gas.
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
I'll take the
now,
job.
Get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Could be.
Shady.
You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Watch yourself in Stellar Bay, Captain. My
questions.
guy in...
Okay, never mind. Back to work. Alright! So, I believe now we are going on Monarch. One of the... honestly, in my opinion, one of the most annoying planets to deal with. There's so much to do on Monarch. Fallbrook, Monarch, and Stellar Bay. I'm Chef Raymond in Stellar Bay. Yep. And then that's Monarch, Weapons from the Void. Fallbrook. I need to go to Fallbrook. Form Dr. Wells. You have a key. So I believe all of that means, yep, I gotta go to, we're going to Monarch! We are going to Monarch.
We're not gonna have to hurt anybody, are we?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are Pavati, child. Precious child. Udam better still be here. Oh, Udam, don't worry. I'm gonna free you from your shackles.
When might we expect you out here again?
Rizzo's Lemon.
Wow, wow, wow. It's Rizzo's. Time to inform Phineas Wells that I have the key.
Crew members, Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh, are they now? Oh, are they?
Welcome back. Now that you...
Doesn't this guy have
I
a
don't
life?
believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists, They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
You sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Cuisine? What do you mean?
You'll want to
Where should
hire
we
the
start?
services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come
Got
see
some
me in my
questions for
lab.
you.
I'll answer any questions you have. Best?
Let's go to his lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Let's take Ellie and Felix, see what they have to say.
I
Hi.
hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind?
I'll be back. Y'all have literally nothing to say.
Something on your mind?
Where the heck did Felix go? The heck? Oh,
Yeah, boss?
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Oh, examine. Extinguish plasma color before returning to pocket. Yeah, that would be smart. Oh. Seals leak. Never use this pod.
Escape pod had a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
Wow. 12%. Wow. Guess I have nothing to say about it.
I believe I heard
Excuse
Felix
me.
and Parvati discussing the latest Aether.
It's in my inventory. A Deadeye assault rifle. Yes. No, I want the monster.
Wave serial.
I believe I want. Heck yeah. thing goes far. And it does a lot of damage, I believe. 198 though. I don't know. I wonder if I can give it to someone else. Oh yeah, Ellie, I need to upgrade you. Felix, you need to be upgraded. 20% damage to corporate military. Rebellion. Vicar. Science weapon dablage. Zam! I need you to be on medium. It's either close range or long range, but I'll do long range. Yeah, I'll do long range and defensive. Max, Felix, I need you defensive. Ellie, I need you defensive. Avati, are you defensive? Yes. Vicar, are you defensive? Yes. Sam is also defensive. So, range is 600 DPS. Close is 720 DPS. Maybe I want you close range. Okay. I'll break these down. Don't need them. I'll break this down too. Do I have a heavy weapon? I do not, but I will end up getting one. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Any messages for me? Oh, another one. This is Sam's room. Examine bag of moldy sweetheart cakes. Sam's Sud Steeper. Oh, I'll take these mag picks and bypass shunts, thanks. Salmon, it's lemony fresh. He doing a good job keeping everything clean.
Okay. So I was watching this program. You know Princess of Hephaestus? That late show about the freedom fighter with a pure heart and a mean right hook? Your sweetheart, Miss Yuko.
It's so clean in here now.
That's the episode with Ruth Bellamy, right? Been meaning to catch that.
He just praised the cows. Alright. Time to go to Monarch. Or... no, let's go to Monarch. Stellar Bay.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
No. Who needs to be on Monarch with me? Stellar Bay, Cascadia. So I need Parvati and the Vicar. I think. Yeah, might as well. Parvati and the Vicar. Parvati and Vicar Max. Yeah. Continue. Monarch. I like the music on Monarch. It's great music. Oh, that's stealing. Ooh, I don't know how to. Secrets? Any secrets? Secrets? Any goodies for Notboss? Any goodies? Any good. Oh, there's a huge secret chest with nothing too funny. Still. Alright, let's go. Hi.
Hey, don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Yeah. Seems surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Takes more than a few
Wish
guns
more
to
folk
scare
could
me.
say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Notboss.
Well, there's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is everybody really
We don't
that
get ship traffic in
isolated?
town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Not what I expected to find on
Oh,
Monarch.
that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about rapidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Wanna have a look
Mr.
around.
Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure. Who's the
That's
Black
Bertie
Hole?
Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, I've been in hibernation for decades.
You're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
Puzzle sounds pretty
I
valuable.
can't really say I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
Sure, I can ask
Thanks a
about your
bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Cool. Hi.
Don't get many outsiders.
Hi.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
I don't drink. I'll pass.
Suit yourself. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
You said you're not used to seeing new faces.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
This place called the Yacht Club.
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Are there any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Nyoka!
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Keep listening.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Notboss.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
So you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up.
Business.
You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That's just a
they
stimulant.
weren't. We got a deal or what?
Right, I'll be back. Gosh darn it.
Got
Hi.
any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Now there's people over here.
New
Hi.
face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yes, I am.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and revel with us.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
We celebrate.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad that you made you
It
walk
ain't any
off
one
jobs?
thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Having to be pretty good
I
with
wouldn't doubt it.
negotiations.
You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
I'll mediate
do
on
that?
your behalf.
We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Any suggestions how to put
If I knew
pressure?
that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about
I
blackmail?
would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Cool. Hi.
It would be good to get some steady pay again.
Okay. Examine. Oh. Thank you for this mag pick. I'll be taking that, thank you.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the
We don't
punch
get
clock
many
peals,
outsiders.
the worker earns his meals.
I don't need Spectrum vodka. I don't want any Spectrum vodka. Hi.
Wouldn't mind smelling like Saltuna if we could sell more of it.
Worker. Anything important in here? No. Hello. Hi.
Look, I don't... Sorry. For a second, I thought you were him.
Broken tossball stick. Bloody notes. Hello. Notboss is here. Can I do anything? So this is a very important thing, apparently. Hey, my friend Prism's online. Oh, ooh, I can climb this. Hello? That's a Mr. Ouch. I'm not gonna need it. I don't need a Mr. Ouch. Examine. Blah, 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 blah. Personal files, hack. Ooh, messages.
You're an artist, Captain.
Thank you. Oh, I see something. Hello? Anything important in these bathrooms? No? Okay.
Does Velma seem out of sorts too?
She's always cranky.
Hey, Velma.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Take it easy.
Well, if you're that friendly about it, then you definitely aren't one of Catherine's sublight toughs. My mistake. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. I can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Saw your accounts. You've been skimming money for years. You can afford to pay more.
Yeah, and did you miss the part where I'm working doubles to cover for everyone who decides not to show?
Ironic, isn't it?
I'm the one who keeps this place running. That money's mine, one way or another.
Sounds remarkably like Caleb's argument.
Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately.
You said Braxton been
Stealing
drugs?
such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the stereobiotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton shifts.
Awfully nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free.
Who's this Catherine?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 Spacer.
Alright. Go! Time to deliver this poster. Hi!
Have you had time to check?
Here you
Would
go.
you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Nice. Got some leadership. Some perks. Oh, I'll go with that, thank you. All right. Reputation increased. Why do you go to Caleb and then the finish? Oh, there's a dispensary. Hi.
Hello. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I'm gonna have to pick up a caffeinoid
And what a
supplement.
helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
It's for Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
You sound the complete opposite.
Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, and to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forget for a
Careless
fellow, eh?
experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Okay.
Chin.
Excuse me. Ugh. Upstairs, you say? Ooh. I'll take that mag hit. records. Notboss. Oh. Oh, whoa. Speed grip. Hi.
Hello again. Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh. Dear me. She does have another dose in her allotment. How did I miss this?
I'm sure you've been busy.
My, but you are a doll. Here's Nyoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now. Do take care of yourself, dearie.
Hi. Better hurry up with
the
that drink.
charmer. Oh,
Got your magic pills.
more or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here.
Should not be mixing caffeinoids with alcohol, thank you.
Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the,
They do not work that fast.
There it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
I've got a ship with a docking bay.
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the Unreliable Crew.
A ship? Well, look at you. I'll find a spot there to call my own for now. Find me when you're ready.
Cool.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other calls.
Now I need to go to the...
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltiness smell.
is it... Where is it at? It's over here. And it was upstairs. Blah, 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 blah.
Why don't you grab a chair? Why don't you grab a chair? Got an update for us? We can't afford to sit this out for too much longer. Know what I mean? How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with the bit card of her own accord. As agreed, here's your compensation. Ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Nice. Already gaining some stuff. Let's get some fence in there.
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
Hi.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A Raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
You find your son. Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Mantiqueen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already! Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head. That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts. Or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe Marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Just so everyone knows, it's not a little child. It's an adult. It's a full-grown adult. Hi.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final.
Ooh, 36. Let's go with that. I'll take that, thank you. And 222s? Thank you. Nice armor.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick.
You alright?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Spooked you? We've seen way worse. We've killed people, Parvati. I think you'll be fine. He doesn't need this anymore. Examine. For the mag pick. Thank you for the bits.
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
Heard that way too many times.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you've gotten stuck in an hour-long...
Hi.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Hunting rifle ultra. Scusi.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Is everyone in this town chicken liver? Jeezums.
Easy for you to say. You can hop into your spaceship and leave any time. This town is enough to try anyone's nerves. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
You take me for an idiot. No damn casserole's worth that much. Try again. Try harder.
What? No, Captain. I don't want you to do it this way.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain. This is the best I can do without putting myself out of business.
I'll get back to you on that.
Sure.
Yeah. We have against this.
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps a rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Grab myself some cookies. Some nums. Yum. Yum. You decided to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy. I could do with a few kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goo, what then?
Why don't you just tell me?
Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me.
That sucks. Sounds rough.
Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop.
One bit. One singular bit is to that man's name. Nope, 6 bits. Everett
to you.
Gill.
Good day to you.
Okay. Oh, energy cells, thank you. So many pet pills, jeezums.
Well done.
Heavy construction gear, let's go. Let me switch out with that armor. 38. Woo! 26, 36. Pavati. 26, 27. That's 22, 29. Vicar. 26. 26. Okay. Hey, hello. I see a treasure. Y'all saw nothing. Let's look at these weapons. Ooh. 340. What does the Vicar have as a weapon? 211? 60. 242. Let's give you that. You got a 319 shotgun. Habati, what do you have? 143? Nah, let's give you a revolver Mark II. For me, yeah, I like my loadout so far. All right. Do I have enough now?
I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works.
Mm-hmm. Totally fine.
There we are.
Someone who likes to cook himself?
Now, if
yeah.
you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? He's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tongue's rumbling just smelling that casserole. Where are we headed?
I'm eating a cookie right now. I'm gonna eat num-nums. Yes. Delicious. Nom. Hi.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
It's time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks. Yes.
Everyone needs a good diversion. That's what keeps you from thinking about the marauders outside town. The Raptidons chewing at the walls. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you?
Excuse me.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team, started owing the wrong people money.
Ooh. So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
For the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay. Elijah. I also have his broken tossball stick, I believe. Yeah, the one's is covered in blood and has decayed purple tooth embedded. Elijah. Oh, he killed him with this tossball stick.
Those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for that.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one?
No one? Really? Hi!
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey,
about to be my
what are
alley.
you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Found your tossball stick. It's all gonna catch up with you, Elijah.
How? That was supposed to go out with the next batch of salt tuna. What are you suggesting, pal?
Just wanted you to know why I'm doing this.
The law have mercy on you. I will.
Here goes nothing!
Kill.
Freaking gangs. Where is she at?
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
Who it is? Hi.
The body's in the first apartment on the right.
Where was that bedding area? Okay, so this is where the thing was. This is what it's not over here. Up there. Up there. Oh, hold on, let me talk to them.
I'd give you a friendly...
Gosh, this old girl. Eh, sorry, ma'am, I was...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Any...
What the heck?
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Where's the bedding area? Oh my gosh, I've completely lost it. Oh, what's this? Oh? Hello? A lab? Mag? Okay, thank you. Nothing in here? Literally nothing in here. Okay. Ooh, I can go up. Ooh, thank you for the bits. 3 bits. So what's the point? Just secrets? Is that it? Back here was worth nothing. Yeah. Where the heck was that toss ball betting place? Ah, back here. There it is. Here it is. Hi.
Here to catch a game? I'm afraid the transmission's still pretty bad. What can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Oh.
Could I get another ticket, Mr. Nandi?
Properly logged.
I'll note it next to the other.
Hey.
MSI keeps the fish and the walls intact.
Here to do business with Sandra?
Let me sell some stuff. Don't need this. Don't need this. I don't need a flamethrower. I need a plasma carbine. I don't need any of this, really. I'll keep the pro toss ball blocker, though. For, what's his face? Felix. All this junk. I gotta do the same thing again, where I gotta go a certain distance away from where I just did a whole bunch of stuff.
All the times and places we could have been born.
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth.
Where's his face? He likes, Sebastian Adams.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Alright, do you know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters.
He did not have this
Manta queens,
accent.
especially.
I remember him having this accent.
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal? All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Cool. Okay, just making sure that wasn't a timed,
Yeah, you find him yet? I sent him past the ruins just south of town.
Yeah, he's, definitely dead.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna and hell. What can I...
What was that exchange about? You having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
Jesus, Parvati.
I got any prior experience with such.
Yes, you do.
Not at
Jesus.
all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on raptidon acid.
You normally blow your money on raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Because she likes him. She likes him. Hey, Luna. Luna, you're such a cool little kitty. You're such a cool little kitty. Sorry, I had a kitten moment with my cat Luna.
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
You just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I better get back to work.
What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
So I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Alright, back to Mans. Where's Mans? Mans! Sebastian!
You look like a man who's looking...
Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
She likes
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, she's interested in you romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote?
Smote?
Smoot?
Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
You have the good news.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to
You
it?
doing your big stretch, Luna?
Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Character, reputation. With Monarch Stellar Interest still neutral? What the heck, man? I've done so much already. Jeezums. Radio Free Monarch.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising
I like this
model
guy
will
though.
be a hit?
I like Sanjar.
That you did, sir.
He's one of my most favorite
How
characters.
can
I
yield
like him.
improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Okay, maybe.
Often posed these very questions.
Moisten the loins.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon.
I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
He's awesome. I like Sanjar. He's amazing. Going where the wind frickin'
A charming
takes
notion.
me.
One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in the sprat-fucked colony, I'm going to stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This
doing
is
there?
merely the latest in a
Please
long line of
find
professional
comfortable
erotic
position.
and athletic disappointment.
You gotta
I had
wait.
hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Only tired and scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So, what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Enough preamble. What's the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ordnance? Ordinance or ordnance?
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here, not like Graham's iconoclasts.
There's nothing the board likes so much as paperwork.
Can a legal document really be that important?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you just crawled out from under a rock. Forms and procedures are everything in Halcyon. And this one is located in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'm sure I'll know it when I find
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you?
Looking for an information.
Hiram?
broker.
Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
I guess that was peak.
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek.
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
I taking care of it, the killers are dead.
That means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters.
Something to be said for that. Maybe I could have gotten the statements if they hadn't been ready to kill me.
Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
The question is about MSI in the good old days.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
How did MSI get kicked off the board in the
I've
first
asked
place?
myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board? This is why you can't trust corporations and their so-called laws.
It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but I'd always envisioned that things could be different. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1.
Terra 1 and Terra 2, I see the board put their best people on that one.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
Not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking
It's
of you.
humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Ms. Holcomb is our endlessly optimistic crew hand. It's good for the captain's morale.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Who's this us and we you keep talking about?
Oh, well, there were surely other junior executives with more open minds, though none of them had the temperament to handle the paperwork.
What are we talking about? You're being cagey.
But I was keeping my tone flat and maintaining eye contact. You weren't supposed to notice I was avoiding the subject.
This is why you've never been good with presentations, sir.
Very well. Many, many years ago, Graham Bryant and I used to be collaborators, of sorts.
So he helped you make your case to the senior executives.
Indeed. For all the good it did. MSI's then leadership wasn't enthusiastic. They insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else.
I hope you gave them the finger.
In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind, in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
But why would they do that?
I don't know. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
What's the hazard clause?
It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes it.
And they invoked it. You sound skeptical.
Monarch may be dangerous, but it's hardly the wasteland the board describes it to be. Whatever the board's goals, the greater good has little part in them.
I don't seem to think much of Graham.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything, and everyone around him.
You got strong feelings on the matter.
I'm trying to build something here. They only want to destroy things, and they risk ruining Monarch for all of us. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels, and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
Exactly do you want back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means
But being part of the
slow
board
strangulation.
means being slave to a corporation. Seems to me anything's better than the corporate yoke.
I fear the MSI citizens who've been dissolved into Raptidon Cud would disagree with you. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
So you used to work with Graham, why not mention that earlier?
As far as I'm concerned, the less said about Graham, the better. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago, and we both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely.
What can I do for you? I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Oh. Oh dear. Time to go outside the darn walls. Excuse me. Now, decisions in Monarch are the ones that you can mess up easily to, like, you could be going for a good ending, but you can easily mess it up with, like, a slip of one choice. It literally takes only one choice to throw you off from the good ending to an okay ending.
onto your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Heck yeah.
Ever goes away? Maybe the wind sea helps.
It's gonna get super ugly. We're gonna get super, super, super ugly.
I'll take your confession now.
I'll take a confession now.
No hard feelings, okay?
She's so kind. Thank you for the bits. I shall be hacking this now. Blind. 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 Triple.
We go.
I'll fix you right up!
Never anger a man of the claw.
Never anger a man of the claw. Ever.
That's the last of them.
And it's a church. Yeah, woo. And it's a person with a top hat. Nice hat. Hello. Oh, it's someone sleeping with a sprat. Oh. It's sad.
Smells like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left.
You got it, Captain!
I've had quite enough of you!
Nice. Nothing? Just wow. I can climb this one, I believe. No, I can't. Hello?
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is...
That's the spirit. Please.
So these people are cannibals, so do not get used to them.
What?
Only if you give yourself over to them.
By all means, just... The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowd...
Oh, hello there.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you?
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too. That's too bad. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What can you tell me about this moon?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again.
Why isn't he bringing you more?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay.
Perhaps we should skip dinner. My stomach has been a tad unsettled of late.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think?
Carry
nothing. On. Hey, what do you...
Sorry, I was just
Liar. You're trying to steal...
Your rocket candy?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket...
I'm down, I'm going now. Jesus. There's blood and stuff in there, yeah. Yeah, I swear. Kills him.
I thought I'd seen the worst of humanity before.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh no, I'm killing these people.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
The murdering cannibal accuses me of being nosy.
Quickly, my dear. He's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Oh, I know. I'll make this quick.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Here I go!
Dun dun dun. Mind me stealing all your stuff then. Yeah, they were cannibals. Cannibals do not deserve to live in any sense of the word. And anyone who dares argues, no, it's meat. It's still meat, same as the other animals. Oh, no. No, no, no. No. Animals do not have the ability to reason or speak or have language or just pretty much have sentience in the sense of equivalent to a human.
I wonder what secrets. These ruins contain.
I wonder who used to live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anymore?
Nah, they're all probably dead. Excuse me.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload Saltuna shipments at the cannery.
I gotta go speak with Velma, tell her that her worker has been mauled to death by cannibals.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
That's some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals.
That's... wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Let's go with defense. Yeah, let's just throw some health. Time I did kill.
You should know. What can I do for...
Revamped power helmet at 49. Thank you very much. I will be taking that. Thank you. Provided you can get this one, and Vicar, you can get this one. Can I modify? I want to modify this vortex mace. Let's give this thing some plasma power, baby. And this gun. Let's get some fun times barrel on that, baby. Let's get some magnum. And let's give it a gyro sight. Armor should be laminated so I can be protected from N-ray damage. Reactive kinetic shield. A hunter kit. And backpack. Add some armor. I don't like how the game does that.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Nyoka, I need to give you some that and that and that. I need you to be defensive. Felix, I got a new toy for you. Hey, Ellie, I think I got a new toy for you. 190, 151. That's 44 damage per second. Okay. This. Excuse me. Nyoka, you need some armor. 27. 26. Let's see. That's a full cranial helmet. That's 38. Nyoka's gonna get that one. Ellie, what is here? 27, 29. Felix, 26, 29. Okay. Well, that means I have no use for everything else. I can just break everything else down. Right? Ellie, you have an auto mag pistol. That's 220 damage a second. I think you need a better gun. That's 190. A light machine gun at level 16. Cool. Let's see if I can tinker with some people's weapons. Let's tinker with prism. Oh, I can't tinker anymore. Darn. Oh, I have insufficient bits, that's why. Let's give her some more power. Let's modify that tremor cleaver, please. It's got a power grip. And it's currently got a Mr. Ouch. Look at this pro toss ball. Speed grip. Let's go with speed grip. Let's go with a Mr. Ouch. There we go. Cool.
Maximilian. Bigger.
Has scrawled the name Freda into this otherwise pristinely preserved Raptidon head.
Vicky.
Vicky.
Shoot, I forgot. It'll come to me.
Hey, Cap.
What's with the Raptidon in your room?
Oh, that's just Frida. She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved. It had been when I was a kid, so something on the order of 20 years. My parents were very proud.
You've had that head for 20 years?
Oh, sure. Once in a while, I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl. Tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so...
Well, the moment it starts to stink, I want to off my ship.
Don't you worry. I'll keep an eye on the old girl. Hey, Cap.
Getting along with the crew?
I'm still not quite sure what to make of that Max fellow. Sometimes he reminds me of Anders, and the way he stares at things as if he's gonna dismantle them. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
Nope, not letting this one go. Who's Anders?
Don't push it, Captain. Hey, Cap.
I'll push what I want. Thank you. Hi.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Hi.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I've got a full crew now. I have a full crew now.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain.
It's so adorable.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Scusi. That in my inventory, just in case. Oh my stuck. Let's take some. Actually, let's take Ellie and Felix. No. Let's take Nyoka and Sam. Twice the speed, half the price. Yeah, sure. It's also twice the amount of unnecessary drugs pumping into your body. Orson! You cutie pie. Hello. Oh, God.
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the law. I went to great risk to send that.
I did. What did you mean by Adam? Great risk? What risk?
Oh, I'm not allowed to use the communications room. We are still, after all, a secret facility. I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Auntie Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated.
I don't understand why you're giving this to me.
The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. Unfortunately, Auntie Cleo R&D felt otherwise. The market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. They aren't interested in mass-producing the Altinature, which makes this an illegal prototype weapon. Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a free agent than destroyed.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to put it to good use. No, you cutie.
I believe we have nothing further to discuss.
You're so cute! Oh, it's so cute! The cute. Oh, I don't care what anyone says. It's the cutest character in this entire game. They had better bring him back in freaking the Outer Worlds 2. Please bring Orson Shaw back. And he better not die. Please have... Oh, if he could be as a companion, that would be amazing or something. Be a scientist on your ship. Ugh. Just the voice is so cute. Just the way it just speaks. Just so cute. Sorry.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
What's that make the vicar?
Max? I was thinking maybe one of the butlers. Don't tell him I said that.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna tell him.
Oh my gosh. The ulti nature. Let's go. Orson Shaw built this prototype for Anti-Cleo based on blueprints found by Notboss. Maybe it won't blow up in your hand.
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Oh my gosh.
Good to see you.
Captain.
Havati.
Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Welcome back, Cap. How can... What part... How can... Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? A star walks into a black hole, but doesn't seem fazed. The black hole then turns to the star and says, I don't think you understand the gravity of this situation.
Bro.
As you wish, Captain. I'll be here.
Isn't there a place over here, like, not too far that's... Or was it on Monarch? It had to have been on Monarch. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.